Hey everyone, welcome back to RB's Toy Box. Today, something special for you. We're going to go through a kind of a review of the most unique superhero show that ever came out on television. I'm not talking Superman, I'm talking the greatest American hero. Ba-na-na-na. And we're going to go over the box set and kind of get a better idea of what comes in the box and kind of a quick history of the show and, behind that great theme song that it had, and find out if you want to make the investment and add this to your collection. And stay tuned towards the end of the video because I want to give you some tips. It's going to save you a lot of headache if you decide to grab one of these on eBay. So let's roll that intro and get right to it.
Making videos just for you.
Now the show itself premiered on March 18th of 1981 on ABC, created by Stephen J. Cannell, also known for the A-Team and 21 Jump Street. The premise is the teacher, Ralph Hinckley, gets a super suit from aliens and immediately loses the instruction manual, which obviously brings in the rest of the hilarity for the rest of the show, trying to figure out how to fly and everything else. It's a kind of a superhero parody, a buddy cop comedy, and has some light drama in there. And the most important element of the entire show, it was my wife's favorite one. So this was actually her birthday present because she absolutely loved this show. And she didn't really get into a lot of the TV shows when she was a kid. Not like I did with A-Team and, all of the others, Magnum PI and all that stuff. But this was a show that she took time to watch and she really, really enjoyed. It kind of ran for 3 seasons with 44 episodes, gained kind of a cult following after the fact, kind of an under the radar with kind of heartfelt storylines. And it's one of the kind of early shows mixing kind of a superhero theme with an everyday life, because even when you look at some of the Marvels today, they come back and kind of look at that. But lately they've been departure from that completely. They go straight to 24-hour superhero, and they don't really get into like Clark Kent kind of feel, where it's like most of the time you're a civilian and then you're a superhero over here. To where this one kind of blended the two together, and it kind of worked out really good, and in some cases gave it the groundwork for other shows and movies to kind of take that same kind of feel to it. Now, the theme song that we all know, as a matter of fact, let's roll the theme song right now.
Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Just like the light of a new day, hit me from out of the blue, breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
Now that song was performed by Joey Scarberry. I hope I pronounced that right. Written by Mike Post and Stephen Guerra. I had to look that up myself, to be honest. Reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1981. I think it probably hit 1 at some particular point. I know it did in my house. One of the most successful TV theme songs in history, according to the screen here. Iconically paired intro with Ralph's clumsy flying sequences and known for its upbeat, inspirational feel that perfectly matches Ralph's accidental hero story. There you go. Despite what all that says, it's a great song. I mean, it's one of those, you're driving down the road, you're listening to your oldie station, and it comes on, and you're like, right? I mean, it takes you back. It really does. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into this right here. Before I do, I have a special message from Arby's Toy Box. Check it out. Hey, I want to personally thank you for watching the video today. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe down below. And, you know, come here often and visit our friends and see what kind of cool stuff that we've got going on. Make sure you also stay tuned to the end of the video for some really cool stuff that I try to do at the end. B-roll and some other fun stuff that I try to do. And make sure you also check out Arby's Music and Adventures over on my other YouTube channel. Links in the description down below. But in the meantime, me and R2 here, just want to say thank you. That's right. Now, when you go to get one of these, eBay is where I got this one. There are tons on eBay. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up right now. I mean, right at the top of the list, 85 bucks. And it's got dented. And that's what you got to watch for. Anytime you get one of these tins, you want to look at the pictures very, very closely, because they may or may not tell you about the oops, there's a dent, right? So you want to look at the pictures, because a lot of them says, you know, look at the pictures and, you know, that's what you're getting. And you can't see it. You know, this is a black box, and depending on how the pictures is taken, you couldn't tell whether there's a dent in that or not, right? So you got to kind of be really cautious when you're picking up something, and you're paying close to what I would consider high-end retail, which is $85 to $95, and that's kind of the way they go on here. You got 65, 125, 140, 150. It's kind of all over the place. There's that kind of gets away from the tens. But when you say in the 10 boxes themselves, which they are a numbered series, by the way, not that, you know, there's that few of them out there, but, you know, you're looking between 65 and 125 to 140. The one that's 140 looks like it's actually sealed in its original plastic. So if that's a big deal to you, then, you know, you're going to pay in the 140, 150 range. If you don't care about the 10 and you want the shows, then like 85 to 65. If you want somewhere right in the middle, you're going to be spending about 85 bucks on this. Now, so let's break into this right here. The little cover slides off. All right, like, well, I know it does. There we go. Let's set that aside here. All right, now let's open that baby up. Now this has one of those like deep boxes where it comes with a little ribbon so you can pull out the stuff inside it. So I'm going to give a little tug on that. Let's take a look at the first few things in the box here. La 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 la. All right, so we got DVDs. Pick a DVD, any DVD. Whoop, there you go. So see 1, 2. I would have to say that the packaging, a little tacky, but you know, it's a collector's set. What are you going to do? It's got the little symbols on the bottom of it, and little descriptions on the back. They're all that way. Each one has a different picture. Woohoo! And there we go. And that one's creepy. All right, but there we go. Greatest American Hero DVDs on here. And of course, you know, you would hopefully get everything you're supposed to get. That's the first thing I look at when I get these, because if they're not, and you want to read them too. Okay, you get some people that they just throw them together because they have maybe 2 or 3 of these they bought in a batch, and you end up with like 2 of the same disc, or you know, this one from season 4's in season 1. You want to read them, and if it ain't right, that's one of the other things you want to look for with an eBay vendor, is that they accept returns, and look at their reviews, because I mean, it matters. You know, there's a lot of people out on eBay that are doing a great job. I mean, just top notch. And I look for that kind of stuff. I look for the ratings. I look for the type of correspondence that they've had in the past. And sometimes I'll ask them questions just to see how quickly they'll respond back. Right? Can't hurt. All right, so you also have this iron-on here. And it comes with a little thing right there. You have these. And it has this one. I don't think it's got any of the other ones in here. Maybe it does. Nope, doesn't. And then you have the instruction booklet that has the different pictures and things in it. There you go. And then kind of last but not least, well, no, I take it back. There's one right after this. You're freaking out and going, where's the instruction manual? You also get a cape. Yes, just in case you want to go out and try to fly throughout the neighborhood. There you go. And it's like this here, kind of tapered. Actually, it is tapered. Now, I will guarantee you this much. If you try to fly with this cape on, you'll probably fly as bad as he did. Don't try to jump off of a building wearing your cape. Ay, nutty people. All right, now let's get to this one right here. This is the instruction manual. And if we open that up to the inside, you should see that right there. And then on the back, bonk, and then we open that up here. Now I'm going to turn the lights down so you can see this better. Let's see here, we'll turn that one down, we'll turn this one down, and I'm going to black my screen. Alright, should be able to see better now. So it has lighting on the back here, and then the side pieces light up. You can see that right there. And then you open it up. Okay, so it's, you know, this side over here has the little, you know, psychedelic thing to it where it's kind of done where you look at it this way and it's in the alien writing and you look at it this way and it's a list of it written in English where you can read it. So corresponding, responding, internal power-based procedures, interface laser forms, technical applications of light, gravity factors squared, holographic reception procedures, general procedure, interference modification formats is what it says when it's not in alien. So that's that right there. Now, we already talked about kind of the value of this, but here's what I want you to consider when you're looking at this. These, they came with batteries. Now, you guys know how I feel about batteries. And when you have a product that comes with batteries, guess what they do over time? They turn into acid balls inside. And there are a lot of products out there that they expected them to fly off the shelves and whatever. And when they didn't, well, guess what? You ended up with a situation where it corrodes. I mean, I don't know how many Star Trek ships and stuff that I got that were just absolutely eaten alive with acid. And because they were brand new in the package, that's a consideration that you have to have when you are buying something that is brand new, NIB, new in box, and it's a product that comes standard with batteries, because you're going to deal with a situation within several seconds of opening it that you either have a completely damaged product or it's salvageable. And there are some techniques that you can utilize with some white vinegar to neutralize the battery acid. Sometimes you have to take it apart and cross your fingers, because depending on where the batteries are located, whether the unit's upside down or not, when that battery acid basically comes out like gel and it leaks down inside beyond the box that the batteries are in, it could hit the circuit boards, it could hit wiring, it could corrode everything inside of there, and then you got a really nice paperweight because what you just bought for new in box is totally and completely useless. And I've had a couple that, quite frankly, that's what you had to do. I bought a vintage video game system that somebody left the batteries in there for 30 years or whatever. And when I get it, oh yeah, you can smell it. Then you crack it open and it's absolutely useless. So I hope you enjoyed this little review of The Greatest American Hero, my wife's favorite television show. And everything that comes with it there in here. And maybe you want to add this to your collection. And if you do, let me know down in the comments below if you like these kind of videos, if you have this in your collection already. I have a couple of other cool DVD sets I'm going to be kind of featuring here and there as well. But maybe, just maybe, you have this in your collection, you want to share it too. So stay out there, stay collecting, stay here with RB Toy Box. Hey, if you made it this far, hey, thank you, because you're like one of the 12% that make it this far, and I really appreciate you watching the videos all the way through. It really helps out with the channel when you do. And make sure you go over also to RB's Music and Adventures. I have several Americana songs, about 30 of them that I have written over the years, and those are up on that channel, RB's Music and Adventure. But in the meantime, thanks for coming, and we look forward to doing another video for you here real soon. How to fly. Try it.
Believe it or not, I'm on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it
Not
or
doing that
not,
anymore.
it's just me.
That's all right.